Hello? Hello? Hi. Hang on. Before we can start, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Wow! A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set up at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you are... That's how I know that you care about this experience, that you're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set your clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Welcome to the stream! Oh, that was fun. I was getting ready to boot up the game, but then that happened, so I had to show you guys. Can you hear my fan? It's really hot upstairs and I can't stand the heat. You know how it is, right? Let's do this. Yeah, we're playing the Stanley Parable again. Yay! Ski. I love the Stanley Parable so much. You guys don't even know. So let's get playing, I guess. What? Oh, actually, before we begin, I want to wait for a couple people to come by. Gives me a chance to think. Also, I want to look at Twitter for a bit. Oh, I also need to share the stream on my Discord. Is my mic too loud? Please let me know. I am so bad at this. How do I share my stream to others? Share link and just plop it in Discord. Very good. Playing the Stanley Parable! Exclamation marks. Yes, I did it. I marketed it myself. I can't believe it. I did it. Okay, let's begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he'd been made for exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. Hi, welcome to the stream. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
We're playing the Stanley Parable, my favorite game.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Played this game a couple times then?
Frozen
Yes,
solid.
yes.
Stanley found himself unable to move.
Actually, this is my second time playing, and I
wits
watched
and
a
regained his
6-hour
senses,
video on the
he got
game.
up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I see me tweet about the lore. Yeah, I kind of went on I kind of went on an obsessive rambling about it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to do the achievement. I want to click on this door.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
I love the narrator's voice. Kevin Brighting is such a good voice actor.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These chat, these sync, these 6, these 7, these near, these wheat, these nerf. To sync.
I'm still not feeling
I don't know French very well.
True effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
We'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I missed a number. I'm just gonna spam the button until the next voice prompt comes up.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
I spent $247
all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? 417. Yeah, but I did spend a lot of money on a new microphone, a monitor mount, a cable management, and a stand for the thing. 417.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. 437. La da 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 da. La da da. 437 is 437. 437. Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Yes. I've been I don't know how much I could say, but I'm being paid to sing in something. That's all that I'm gonna say. What was the next number? No. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Let's go! Blah, 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 blah. Yes, it's very exciting. The new equipment.
How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm getting money to sing, and that's very cool. I love singing.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I'm very happy that they think my voice is suitable for what they are wanting. Next. No, where is 4 desk? Wait, which desk am I supposed to climb on? This one? No, that one. This one. Let me up. Let me up. It must be a different desk. This desk. That desk. This one. 419's desk, right? Hello, Gus.
Yes!
Yes,
this
is great.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416, the new content door.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
He's getting quite excited for this achievement, huh, guys? Oh, am I gonna do it? Oh.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4. What if I just don't do the 5th click? See?
Yes, we did it.
Oh, wow.
This dork.
That's amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
That was fun. Alright, off to adventure now. So many endings we could do. Which one shall we do first? Oh, I ran into a wall while thinking. I'm kind of swiveling in my chair.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, we're going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
what's gonna
well.
happen is
Perhaps
that
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
we
first, just to
are
admire it.
going to do the game's ending. I love the game's ending.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, thank you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We could get an ending here, guys. I like the dialogue in this ending as well. He sounds very excited for what he is egging Stanley to do. Have you seen the Cold Feet ending? I certainly have. Shall I? Should I?
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
I want to go down there.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! No, I won't wanna. Oh well. The narrator tells us to jump. I put my faith in him, teehee. Drama ball. Woo!
Whoops.
Splat.
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Do a flip. Yeah, Stanley should totally flip. Like, if they ever make the Stanley Parable 3, I want Stanley to be able to flip on command. That would be so great. Ah, we're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Gone.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. It is a goal of mine to, like, just recite the entire Stanley Parable script, like, beginning to end, all endings included. You know how cool that would be?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, we're going right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Is there a
perfectly
Stanley
well.
Parable too?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There certainly is,
Wow.
my
Yes,
little
this
chat.
room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on
You'll
his
find
way
it
to the
very
meeting room.
funny.
Life without having experienced this room was now
We'll
too
have to complete a
horrible
few
even
endings
to
and then I'll
consider.
show the Stanley Parable too.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, on the gotta go left. We're going
Look,
that
Stanley,
way.
I think perhaps we've
That
gotten off
way.
on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What?
Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I could never perfect the narration as he does.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
We're going blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Blue.
All right, fine, go
I'm
ahead,
blue,
Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
No.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Guess
and in
what?
the end it was all
Another
for nothing,
wall.
because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable
Let's
desires
write that
of
on your
yours.
resume.
What would have made
Yes,
this
I
game
think that would
better?
be a good
What did you
resume
want
point
to
to put
see?
on.
Vehicles? Skill
Skill
trees?
trees.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark.
What
at
if
new
we
design
made a
and you can give me some
Celestialkitty
feedback.
narration mod of
There
the
we
Stanley
go.
Parable,
A third
where it's
option.
just
This
me
already feels
instead of
leaps
the
ahead where
narrator.
we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Where's the 2-hour live with the baby ending? Soon, soon, soon. I want to at least get through all the endings of the game
I'm going to
first.
stop you there. Now,
As
tell
they
me
say,
about your
you leave the
experience with
best
this
for
new version.
last.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It was mid.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough...
God, I love how snarky he is.
Perfectly candid. I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's
I
take a
demand
look.
fan art. Oh, a leaderboard. Office space, ceiling light. He's forgetting some assets, it seems. Celeste Parable. Oh god, not the baby ending. compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. How long does it take you to get through the correct door? In total, a big number has opened doors. Opened doors attempted. Awards won. A dead rat is offline. This is your superior. And that is you. Very cool. I wonder what more is out of this screen. I don't think anything else shows up. Alrighty then. Let's go to this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Definitely. Definitely. It is better than a 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Let's see. The end is never
In this
the
game,
end. Is
the
never
baby
the end.
crawls left towards danger.
This
You
is the
click
baby.
the button to move him back
The
to
baby.
the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4
so why don't you give it
hours.
4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'll amuse the narrator for a couple minutes. Bye-bye, baby.
You
Burn
heartless
the baby.
bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
I'm
I
a very
can't think of
spiteful
a single
person.
thing
I do
that
a
might
lot of
improve
things
the
out of
experience
spite,
for me.
sir.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for
It's
playing.
over.
Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey,
Burn
since
the
my game was so
baby.
awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
What have you just walked
What do we
into?
have here?
You walked
Yes,
into the
this
greatest
seems like
game
it'll
of all
work.
time.
Let's give it a shot.
The baby, no. Don't worry, guys. I will have a 4-hour live stream soon of me playing the baby game.
Aha,
I will play the baby
fascinating.
game for 4
What do you think
hours
this game is
just
about,
for you
Stanley?
guys. Heart
What's our
emoji.
backstory? What is our motivation?
Well,
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
Wyoming.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Was that a Minecraft door sound? That's funny. Wait, are you playing the original? No, this is the Ultra Deluxe Stanley Parable 2. Oh, I need to walk around. I would get the original game and the demo. I will play it all because I love the Stanley Parable so much. Okay, down we go.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What if we just make a
It is.
beeline?
It's an open
World
world game.
game.
Good God, quickly block it off.
Ah, so close. I want out. Tatake, yeah, fight.
Really wanted off
It's
into
like
that-
Attack on
that
Titan. This is the
thing,
plot of Attack
that
on
big
Titan, right?
open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. Get out of the woods now, Stanley.
He's so dramatic.
I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Walls.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
This fan is making me cold. Be free.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
You haven't played this Forest game before? I think it was Firewatch.
Okay, so what exactly
And this
do we
one
do here?
is Rocket League, right?
There are lots of cars
Rocket
here in the
League?
back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
Yeah, Rocket
Okay, I'm
League.
seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports ball.
I think it's sports
Sports
ball.
ball.
Oh,
Oh, what fun.
We shall run the bases
This
and
is
do a
and
touchdown together.
together.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Let me Oh, look how much fun. I'm going so fast. Meow. Wah! Wah! Balls!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
I'm
Is it
having
better than
so
my
much
miserable
fun.
little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist.
I
but
am
if
on
one ball
orange
generates a
team.
certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out.
Sports
Here
ball.
comes another ball.
Another
Yes.
ball.
Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing.
Thank you,
doesn't it?
narrator.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
More. He demands it. More balls. 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 Bow. I am winning. I'm winning so hard.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
I'm
Well, I
video
sure hope
gaming.
you're having a good time because
Look,
guess
I'm
what?
video
It's
gaming.
over.
No.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries.
I
for you.
never heard
Without
the entire
rules or
dialogue.
boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best.
I wonder
Take care,
what
Stanley.
you are. I hope you heard my piano, or else that entire bit was ruined.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Please rate your experience. For testing. Office Space C. Alternate iteration. Iteration. Work in progress. Beat. Thank you. Where? In this hole? Wah! Wah! Oh, this is the original game. The mod, the Half-Life mod of the Stanley Parable. Okay, let's follow the story. Ikza. Oh. Okay. I forgot. I need to. Coming to a set of 2 doors, Stanley walked through the door to his left. You play piano too? Piano, I only know like the note names and like I vaguely know how to play piano. It's not my strong suit. But yeah, that's like 3 instruments. The bass, piano, clarinet, voice, if you count voice as an instrument. The light, I must go to the light. 1 functional light bulb. Bulb. What kind of piano? It is a MPK mini play. It's just a mini MIDI thing. I am here though. Oh, this is a story about a man named Stanley. He worked in a building, pressed buttons, yada yada yada, and co-workers go find. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's got it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end
tube of my vocal cords.
Out of the chaos
meat
and the fear
tube.
And the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
He can wait, he says. But can he truly wait on me? Oh no, I dropped my controller. Christine Hazel has followed me on Twitter. Shout out to Christine Hazel. Christine Hazel, I hope you, I hope you are in chat. Because I seen that you retweeted my tweet about the Stanley Parable game. The lights seem brighter.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I did. Perhaps I did. No new content yet! Let me in! Wah! Let's do the freedom ending, and hopefully I get this freedom and I want new content. Feed me. I am absolutely starving for new content.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The writers for the Stanley Parable are insane. They are so funny. I aspire to make comedy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
His boss's office. I went. New content be like baby ending. Can I go to here yet? Yes. What? Business a strategy. Is that Mario? Mario, why would you shoot a panda? That's so rude.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oops. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Good job, me. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. That was great. I did it. Why is it so dark? Cold. Hello. If I could wave, I would be waving right now. Imagine if it had another password.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit
like every
peculiar.
time?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I could do a pretty good cat mule.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, sorry, narrator. I don't mean to yawn at you. I am just a little sleepy at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. It isn't the p.m. It is night.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought
up
to
there,
himself.
that's where
Did he have the strength to find out?
the other ending happens, and it's very fun, and I like playing it. Ikaze. Lights, camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Action.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
It's
the
9
lives
p.m.
of
for
so
you?
many
Wow.
individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley,
Thank
one of
you
them,
for not
eternally
sleeping and
monitored
watching
in this
me.
place where freedom meant nothing.
Where freedom meant nothing. I wonder if
This
it is
mind
lights,
control
camera,
facility,
action,
it was
buttons.
too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
Oh, there's a
had been
secret. There's a
manipulated
secret
to
here.
accept it blindly?
I want to show you a secret in this area before we move ahead. Search for Stanley's number. 427. Employee 427. Let's see. Wow, it's my office. But there's a secret here. There's a camera filming you right now. Maybe. But if we wait here for a bit, this door should open for us again, and we can go over there and activate a secret. It's a great secret, guys. You should trust me. In the meantime, we could just stall here. I'm gonna go on Twitter. I love Twitter so much. Oh, the door opened already. Okay, that wasn't so long. Okay, guys, get ready. We turned it off. You never go secret, super secret bros. Secrets all the way. Disco secrets, faithfully imported secrets. 2022. Never give up on your dreams. There's no turning back. Don't touch the secrets. Want to go secret. Secrets! Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
No, he refused.
Oh, it continues going on the oh, I want to stay down there more. Narrator, shut up. I want to go back.
It was unthinkable.
The secrets.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Jump
Had he truly
scares.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Ah, that was a good secret. A good secret. I hope I will clip that later and post it on my twitter.com. Oh, I meant to
But
move.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Why is there
And
this
as the
awkward
cold
little
reality of
area
his
down
past
here?
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. I'll do it. I'll do it. I did it, guys. I am the hero, Stanley. McStanley, sir. Stanleyson. Yes, Stanley McStanleyson. The son of Stanley. Which makes me a Stanley Jr.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Why is everyone DMing me on Discord?
Yes, he had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Freedom was mere moments
And
away.
yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
None of
For
it
was
mattered.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Or how to feel.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
We did it. We beat the Stanley Parable. Once
It
we
was
leave this
perhaps
door,
the only thing
we
worth
did it.
knowing.
Let me out.
Stanley
Let me out.
stepped
Let me out.
through the
Let me
open
out.
door.
Let me out. Let me out. Yay!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation.
Everyone clap when the
immense
screen
possibilities
goes
of
black.
new
This is like a
path
movie,
before
okay?
him.
Okay.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. Good show. Good story. Yay. The end is never the end. Is loading. And we're back. Surprise, surprise.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Please? I want new content. Let me in the content. Okay, let's do the out of bounds ending then. That's the closest one here, at least.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What? Yes, I've escaped.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Am I sick of this gag yet? What if I just don't answer? I love this gag so much that I'm just gonna sit here and read the sign. Are you sick of this gag? Question mark. There is a yes option or a no option. The yes being in green with an arrow pointing to the left and a no text pointing to the right. Which one should I choose? This gag is actually quite insightful in the narrative tropes of video games, and depending on my answer, something could happen.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. No. Oh, is he really gonna leave me in the void forever? You're cruel, narrator. Not that I didn't know this information already, but I'm gonna get a migraine at this point looking at all this white. It's like having Discord in light mode. It's atrocious. Let me out. Please. And thank you. Fine. Begin the game again. If it's a game of endurance, I lose. Always.
All of his co-workers were... Wait. No. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Oh no! He's starting to lose his mind. No matter how hard he looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Please, narrator. Just being difficult as always. This is supposed to be new content. Where is it? Let's go to the door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Because I know that you have to complete a certain amount of endings to get the new content.
So deeply
but
and so personally to Stanley. Its grace, its subtle charm. No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Huh?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
I've done
left.
the games ending, the real person ending, that cold feet ending,
Stanley was so
freedom
bad at
ending,
following
countdown
directions, it's
ending.
incredible he
That's
wasn't
5
5
endings
years ago.
already. Let's do the powerful ending. That's the most quickest one to do. I'll Jack Sparrow it. Jenny!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
New content? New content, please? It took a while for it to load. I wonder.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Not yet. Am I missing something? How do I get the new content? Let me in! I want the bucket so badly. Give me the bucket. Give it. Give it, Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see, which ending? I love endings so much. Which one haven't we done? The Zending? We haven't done the Zending. The apartment ending? Which one do you guys want? Zending or apartment ending?
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The Zending makes me so sad, though. I don't know if I have it inside.
Stanley, for the first time, understood
what
true
happened?
happiness.
Oh, thank you for
Then
the tip.
feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back and lingered for a minute or two. Now
Thank
it's
you for
only
the
half
tip.
Just a kind
Love
of,
you.
Tingle.
But
to get back to business,
that
Stanley
alarm
took the
keeps
first
on
open door on his left.
scaring me. I feel like this is gonna be a pattern where I just get spooked by my own alerts every time it happens.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
It's very difficult,
the fact
narrator.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She? Who is she? Show me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Oh, I didn't know I could just skip the dialogue. Oopsies. Where?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Doesn't look like the apartment ending.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, hello, wife.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Let me in these other rooms then. Close the door. Close it. Close it. Close it.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press down arrow on your controller.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has
I
a
did
job
it.
that
I
demands
pressed
nothing
it.
of
I
him,
pressed it.
And every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press B. B.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Wifey, give me kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Is the apartment changing into my office?
Discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press A to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
I can't go.
The thought excited him terribly.
Please press arrow to spend time with the boys. Let's go.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press arrow to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
is my wife gonna disappear soon? I don't want my wife to disappear.
Down one path,
don't take away my only love.
With monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Line TM.
And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Whoa! Main character Stanley Parable? Tell your kids a story. Alright kids, this is the story of a man named Stanley.
And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press Y to tell your life you love her. Why do I love her?
There is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press Y to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing
kids,
himself.
This is a history about Celestialkitty Parable.
Here,
Yes.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Please press arrow to be at work in the morning. What if I listen to the narrator once? You know, sometimes I want a strong manly figure to tell me what to do, and this is a good chance to start listening. I never listened to any adults in my life, but maybe this can be a change for the better. What if I just listened and not press arrow to go to work in the morning? What's more important than listening? All right.
You see, can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press arrow to question nothing. Hi, narrator. Why are you acting concerned when you put me in this position? I'm in your story now, right? Couldn't you just tell me not to do this and, let me out of this tiny room? Perhaps? Have you considered that, narrator? In the end, nothing is my fault.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, I pressed a button. And I tried again, and he tried again and again and again, over and over, until the end of time, until the sun burned up and killed everyone. The end. Where did my elastic go? Okay, a new day, a new Stanley.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
We're getting new dialogue. New dialogue. I guess when the special dialogue, he doesn't say anything else about finding a trace of his coworkers. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see the new content. We did it. The new content. What? Oh, there's the boxes. I was confused. To build up anticipation for this, I think I'm gonna go use the washroom real quick. Yes, I'm gonna use the washroom real quick. How do I mute myself? I am back. I brought a drink with me. It is a Sapphire Sparkle. It is 7-Up and blue raspberry flavoring. Let's go.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What does it mean? What's this? Huh. Let's close the door. We must be polite. What? Okay, let's enjoy the ride, guys.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Do you guys
Please
like content?
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
More paper. 5th annual sub meeting revenue royalty club. Files. Interesting.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Up.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
Yeah. Oh. The jump circle. I want to go boing.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Press A to jump. Oh, wait. ちょっと待って。Boing, boing. Wait. Boing. 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 Oh wow, this jump circle is so great. Let's save those for later.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh, I can't jump out of the jump circle? Boing. What if I jump out? That shows them.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
A pit. Good content. A fern, a new type of plant.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
Shake my head.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills.
A crouching
no
circle?
Gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Crouch.
What do you say, friend?
Oh. Oug. 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 Making my little silly noises and whatnot. What is this? Narrator? Is that photo was supposed to trick me into thinking we're in the office? Huh?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Vent? Sus?
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
I'm sorry. Let me see your little...
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
No? You're not gonna stop me? Oh, no, it just continues as normal. Let's vent. I love the narrator called me a dork, though. That's kind of funny. Coffee nut and a screw. Is this what the narrator did to unscrew the vent? Can I not just stand up here? No? Bow! The narrator is being sus. He's telling me to vent.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Sus.
I call it the memory zone.
The memory
It's where
zone?
I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wowee! This place is beautiful. I wish the jump circle worked. Bam, bam. The memory zone. Very sturdy. It's a triangle.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Nintendo Switch port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video
That's
games
different
had
dialogue
integrity.
from the PC
Back then,
version.
it all meant something.
I didn't realize there was different dialogue for this Nintendo Switch port. That's amazing. Davey Warden, you did it again. You made a... I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Good times. The narrator's kind of actually cute for like just, you know, collaging on his wall. Having a whole... This is a screenshot of the browser. Just your average browser. Amazing. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. Bits of music. Wow. Don't play for many years. The unachievable achievement. Wow. Oh, remember when Stanley died? That was my favorite.
Je suis dans la memory zone, seul sur l'abri de l'eau, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la memory zone, où je me
And over here
remémore
is where I
les
keep
jours.
reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism,
why did this
James
music
Stephanie
stop?
Sterling writes, and I quote,
The Stanley Parable.
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art,
Is this the
Stanley
script?
Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of elevator content. Wow. Amazing. Original remake. Oh, it's so cold in my house now. It used to be so hot and now I'm cold. What is this bipolarness? The red and blue doors. Remember that? Let me in the serious room. Why so serious? Let me in. Heh. Wow.
Here's another moving passage. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the Nintendo Switch. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Royalty design. Oh, the serious room! There it is! Why is it blocked off, though, I wonder? Let me in. I hate being locked out of places I don't...
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
It's Mariella and Stanley. Oh, are these more scripts? What is this? I can't tell. I'm a little empty-brained. Let's go down here then.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
Pressurized Gas? Isn't that supposed to be Steam?
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Pressurized Gas? Wait, is that... Does that say Steam underneath it? Oh my God. To avoid copyright on the Nintendo Switch ports, he just put this instead of Steam.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. Trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Wow, look at it. Pressurized Gas reviews. Big yawn, big yawn. They even needed a whole crew team to lift up and put away these reviews. He has so many. Wow. Are they all in big cards like that? Did he actually print every review out to view?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people
don't feel
down.
like a failure, narrator.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh no. Oh no. I just realized what's coming up next. No, I don't wanna. I completely blocked it out of my memory. Where Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna happen. I'm in despair.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that.
Skip button?
If I'm truly too
No.
preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Let me out.
Like these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
What if I just don't go in? Oh no.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time.
Did I soft lock myself out of the game?
With just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right
Narrator?
past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
I broke the game again!
Oh, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
You don't understand!
And something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably...
I soft-locked myself out of the game by accident.
At which time...
I might have to do this entire segment again. Oops.
And everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards. The deduction therefore becomes...
Yeah, I gotta begin the game again. Sorry, narrator. Your suffering has to come by soon. I hope I didn't ruin it all. Oh, good. I'm coming.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Good thing I could start again, right, guys? I did not mean to soft lock out. Who knew that could happen? You know, someone should really tag the reward
the new
into
Ultra
this.
Deluxe content turned out to be. Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable
that
used
there's
to
a
be.
bug.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with it? And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Okay,
like
that did not take as long as I thought it would
James
be.
Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Okay, go.
many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a
real
husk
VTuber?
now.
I have my feet on my desk
lifeless
right now.
husk with an hour of new elevator content. Here's another moving passage.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the Nintendo Switch. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Am I too far away from my phone for it to pick up? Well, you see, narrator.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait. Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
My back hurts.
These reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, oops, I was in the way of the door.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game.
I should buy a
before
better
completion.
chair.
The narrator is
This one
obnoxious
isn't
and
so good for my
unfunny,
back.
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
No, I
This
love
is
you,
actually quite
narrator.
shocking for me.
I would never think you're
I always, well,
preachy.
to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Is the creepy music gonna continue playing? Oh no.
What's this one got to say?
This time let's not soft lock ourselves out of the game.
Long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip
I already
button.
did that once before. I was
skip
playing on
button.
my own
Well,
time,
yes.
and like during
Yes,
the
I think we
freedom
can do
ending,
that.
I
If
got
I'm
trapped
truly
in a
too
black
preachy,
box.
then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I hate this. I hate this. Kirai.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
Secret black
no more
box
listening
ending.
To me rambling on and
Yeah.
on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by...
Time did pass.
You were
by
only
an
frozen
hour?
in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Oh, this is my favorite part of
Look,
the skip
I'll
button.
outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time, by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated
Get
succession
ready, guys.
until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. I have something stuck in my throat. Manifesto. Treatise, 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 manifesto.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
The door's
it's
still
right
here,
at your
guys.
fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Poof!
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial.
From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made.
It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone for the Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was...
The door is gone! No!
30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's... Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
No
I think
pressy
the skip
pressy?
button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would
door
we have
is
gotten into
gone.
the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently
Well,
large
I'll
crack
let
in the
you
wall?
figure this
I'll
one
take
out,
anything.
narrator.
I won't
I'm
if
gonna
I have
just
to move
skip
on.
ahead and
Please
hope by
step
the
away
time I
from the
go...
skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
The skips are getting
You've just
longer.
been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to
I'm
fix
sorry,
the problem?
narrator.
Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter
I'll
so
make
much
this
to
go
me?
by
I've never even
fast.
met Cookie Nine. Oh, Stanley, look back.
Oh no,
Look
it's
back.
getting worse.
Oh,
It's
my
getting
goodness. I
longer.
have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2
A
weeks.
week?
I've been
2
sitting
weeks?
here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person.
Blah, blah,
just
blah,
sitting.
blah, blah,
And you think that
blah.
that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think
Oh,
that
God.
it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story.
Tremendous
None of that
lie.
matters anymore.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Oh, hello. It's you.
Hello,
You're here
narrator.
again. Look, I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything
Nary,
we've
I'm
been
sorry,
through.
Nary.
I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheels of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single
All I
instant.
can do is
In that
listen.
instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. and I felt freed. I felt unburdened by
I'm
the
sorry,
need
narrator.
to
I have to
manifest a
go
particular
forward.
outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to...
Come in there. He's gone. Oh no, he's gone. I think it multiplies squared by 2 or something. I think it multiplies by square. So if one button push goes up like, you know, squared, what's 1 year? What's 350 days squared? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's gonna be a lot, right? Oh no. You know that theory about how long this fire alarm lasts? I think by the next button push it should be beeping, and that means that the batteries in a fire alarm expired, and that's like a long time, right? Or the chemical compound in this expired. It's a lot of time. God, there it goes. I wonder how this clock fell. And I think the next skip is the narrator just breaks. He's broken. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant
back.
to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review.
The guy
and
who made the
all of their
narrator voice
pitiful
maybe
demands.
is tired
But then,
to try
he's
to make
talking
his
too
voice
much,
after
they
this
said.
chapter.
First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no
I'm glad
consequences
to
for
hear
a
his
lack
voice
of cohesion
again.
in one's assessment
I'll
of others.
listen.
But of
I'll
course,
listen.
absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak
is a
to
nice
who
chair.
we are as people. Because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression.
It's been a long time, and the
because of
narrator's
this,
just...
we require that our amusements and our playthings and
the
our
fire
flights of
alarm,
fancy be
was it in the
possibly
3
captivating
digits when
that
it
they consume
expires?
all
So he's
of
been
our
here for
attention,
hundreds
turn
of
our heads
years, and
completely away
in
from the
silence,
bleakness.
and
In
then finally
effect,
he breaks
we have
out into
demanded
a
that our
psychotic
entertainment be the collapse
breakdown
of
of
ourselves.
just
What a
ranting.
reflection of
He's
humanity these
ranting.
entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down.
silence. Whoa, the narrator, yeah, the narrator's having issues, and bleh. For For the next few resets are gonna be painful. He's gonna devolve into more madness. The years are going into the 5 digits, 4 digits, 6 digits.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, babe.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
God! My heart, my Kokoro is breaking.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
I think it's better to get over this quickly than draw it out.
End is never the end.
The plant is dead, the narrator's gone, presumably dead after he repeated the end is never the end, is never the end over and over and over. All we can do is wail on this button. Oh, Jesus. Moshi moshi? You see how it's crumbling? All of it is going away. That's jeez. You know how long it takes for a building to crumble like this? Billions of years, probably. Millions. And for new life to form? There's music. Let's spend a couple moments here in the calm. Because we won't be able to enjoy this for much longer. The next restart, all this life is going away. It's all dead. Is it winter? It's haunting. You know those screams you hear? Apparently it's the narrator saying Stanley. If you speed up the audio, you can hear the narrator say Stanley. So this creature might be an empty shell of the narrator or something else. A siren, perhaps? Let's press the button again. Oh, I think these screeches are also the narrator. He's yelling out for us. It's creepy. Oh, oh, hello. Yeah, hello. There's nothing. The memory zone has died. Oh yeah, look at this, look at this. The wall is 3 layers plus some brick thick. To put it in perspective of how long it took this to deteriorate and let us out. Oh wow, it blacked out. That makes me so sad. And that is 2 hours of playing the Stanley Parable. I think I'll end the stream here. It's been real fun, and I need time to recover from that. That was some pretty heavy stuff, I'd say. The narrator died, I think. God. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and I hope to see you in the next stream. What should I do for the next stream, by the way? Let's switch screens here. Chat room. Oh, I'm big. Thank you. I'm glad you guys had fun. Yeah, what the heck was that? The narrator died. Simply he died. Or his mind got broken and he's just an empty husk of what he was. After all, he's just a voice. If he isn't speaking, does he actually exist? Oh yeah, so me everyone. I'll run a poll of what I'm gonna stream next on my Twitter. And the god of Twitter will help me. Elon Musk will decide. Okay, oyasumi.